Hello, welcome to another episode of Free Code Friday. My name is Jason Bach, and in this episode, we are going to try to get tests around does line exist, and then this bigger one, execute, and make sure things happen the way they do. All right, so the first one will be, I think, easier. Does line exist? So we'll do that one. Call does line exist, and what is it supposed to do? If it does exist, what's actually interesting here is that the behavior on the other things I've done is I'm assuming that the identifier that you give is correct, and I think I should be consistent with that. So list that lines, that identifier, count greater than 0. There. Okay, so let's give it a line. And we want to say whatever. Not whatever, whenever. I'm a comedian. Assert that does line exist for identifier 1 is true. When line exists. When line count is positive. When line count is 0. And actually I could do these as a parameterized test, right? Test case of the identifier doesn't matter. We can say a count of 1 and true. And then a count of 0, which would be false. And then we don't need two actual tests here. And then we pass in a ulong of count and a bool does expected does line exist. So we pass in our count here, and then this will be is equal to expected. And now we have to say call it when it doesn't exist. Does line exist? The line doesn't matter because we're saying does line exist. At index 2, there was typo key not found exception. Ooh, we didn't break something. Come on. Is that the problem? Nope. What am I doing wrong here? Object type system int 32 cannot be converted to type. Well, it's not the line. Oh, do these have to be? And I guess I should be fine, whatever. Okay, those now work. Oh, wait. Did I already have tests around this? Yeah, I do. So then, why did I just do... But I don't have the identifier to search. That's a little interesting because yeah, that's actually throwing the exception. That's the case that we want to have. Okay, so we need to do that. Interesting that it didn't fail before. I don't know. That's a little strange to me. And we got to take this case out because that actually... Well, okay, that's right. I just changed the behavior. That's why it's failing, and now it works. Okay. So, assured test coverage around does not exist. What's interesting, though, is that if I said do code coverage, I thought that didn't have any coverage. Apparently it does now. Oh, it's defer. That's right, defer wasn't the one. And I got confused. Execute. Alright, so we just wasted 6 minutes doing nothing. But, well, actually no, we did make it right. Okay. This is the big one, because I need to actually say something like execute and it would be really simple, like I just saw here, the hello world example of just doing a print rather than trying to increment and decrement numbers. That would actually be the easiest thing to do. Then I need to add a print, which I'm going to have to do eventually. And then print forces the engine to actually take a reference to a text writer, which is fine. So let's do that. Void print string message. And then we'll come up to execution engine. Like void print string message. Except we don't have a text writer. We got to get that now. This dot writer. I don't know. I need to. No. Oh, come on. There you go. I should have a bunch of tests breaking. Yeah. Let's do. Our writer equals new string writer. Because I believe a string writer is a text writer. Okay. And writer. I'm trying to think of a joke that I could say right now, but I can't. One more. There we go. Okay. Now we could do call print except this time I want to capture the writer. Now I want to say engine.print hello, assert that writer dot. Is there a way to get all the content? String builder. ToString is equal to hello. Really? That's kind of actually... Oh, do I have to flush it? No. Writer.flush. Nope. Because I'm not doing anything. It's not writer.write. Actually, we want to say write line. Because I would imagine it's saying, assuming you're doing a console window. Can you const off of a... Nope, it's not going to like that. Yeah. That's fine. No. It's just... There we go. Is equal to message plus environment new line. There we go. And we're good. Okay. Did all that, so now I can actually do execute. Okay. So I can easily just execute a line and say, hey, what you done did. So I think the easiest one would be to say execute let's just start writing tests. Call execute. Except this time. Oh, yeah, I never even realized that. I didn't need to do print. I was going to do it anyway, so it's no big deal, but all I care about is, did you actually call this line? Right, so we're going to capture a variable. Was code executed. Actually, let's do code execution count. It's going to be 0 to start with. Now within here, we're going to do code execution count plus plus. Okay, so this will be our hook into did you actually call me or not. And all we need is one thing. So now if we pass this into the engine, we say engine.execute assert that code execution count is equal to 1. Well, that's funny. Okay, call execute did work. But if I just run it by itself, I get an unexpected error. Why? Following test container is not found. Is that for any one of these? Do I get that? Yeah, it's for if I just run. So I guess that's maybe a NUnit Visual Studio bug? I don't know. Seems kind of weird, but okay. Well, it executed it, and it executed it once. So that's a start. It's not obviously everything, but that's a start. This will be cute now. What I could do, see now I'm starting to debate. I could have 2 lines here. With multiple lines. And let's kind of let's be a little fun with this. Var line 0 is equal to this. Okay. And its identifier is 1, 1. Zero is equal to 0. We're going to have 1, 1. It should be 2. Actually, we're going to make this 2, 3, 4. This has to be a 2 to be different, and that has to be a 3. That's got to be a 2. This is going to be a 2. And now we pass in all the lines here. Line 0, line 1, line 2. Okay, now we say execute. Now we should say that the code execution count of 0 is going to be equal to line 0 dot count. And we can preserve this because what was done in the engine does not affect what's outside of it. Right? And you well, we can't execute one line of code with one count. Yeah, well, that's actually, how do you say stop? How do you stop a cancel? Okay. Well, okay, we expected this, right? No, I'm not. I just changed it. Build to debug. Okay, thank you. So, what's our current line count? that's gonna suck. What? It's at that point where garbage collection is impossible, possibly because the code is out. How? That's... Oh, come on. It's obviously greater than 0. 9. Okay. Whatever. Is that right? 2 plus 3 is 5. 9. Okay. Okay. 10. Current line count to byte array. It's a buffer of 1. How does that? So generated a 4. Fine, whatever. Current lower bound count is 0 for each line and 9. So we generated a 4. So it should do the second one if I remember right. Range should be line count is 2 plus the bound count is 1. So yeah, 0 to, okay, you're right, 0 to 1. And it doesn't contain it because it's a 4. And now we go to 2. 2 to 4. 2, 3, and 4. Yes, 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 yes. It contains it. So line of code should be executing. We don't defer. So the current lines count, which is 3, should go to 2. Wait. Oh, because I do 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm off by that way. Okay, break out. Current line count should now be 8. Oh, crap. Oh, really? Oh, son of a gun. That's interesting. Mod I thought would always be positive. But what did you actually have in here? Well, what's a... Really? That's a minus 18, huh? Well, what I can say here is absolute the value. Okay, well that explains it because it's doing something that I didn't quite expect. Can you do math absolute value of... You probably can't. No, you can't. But can big integer just do that? Yes, it can. Okay. Let's run all tests again. And we get stuck. We get stuck again. Okay. Well, why do we get stuck again? Why do we get stuck again? You know what, actually I'm going to make the... No. No, leave it. Just leave it. Okay. So now we have a generated of a 7. Current line count is a 9. Okay. Wait, current line count's 9? Oh, yeah, math is hard. 9, okay. So we go through all our lines. Probably do those, they'll do the third one, I bet. Yep. links it. It should be to 8. Okay. 2. We're always bound by the current line count. Huh. Did I just see my problem? What happens if our current line count is 1? If our current line count is 1, the only thing that would ever mod 0 mod 1 is going to be 0, 1 mod 1 is going to be 0. You'll never get, but that's okay, right? Because in that case, and I am saying when it's greater than 0, right? Yeah. Because in that case, you would always, the only line that would be left is one that would have a range of 0 and 0. And does it contain it? Shoot. I think I see the problem here, which is when you get down to 1, it's not going to be contained in, like if I say new range of 0 and 1 contains, well no, it's going to be 0 and 0 contains 0. You suck. Who wrote this thing? Oh no, it does contain, so maybe that will work. Okay, well maybe I was on the wrong path. Let's just keep going. Okay. 7. 6. This will be the third line, I bet. Six. 2. 5, right? Yep. Okay, we got to 5. 4. 0. 0, 0. Because the line count is 1. It should contain it. Yes. So now it's going to do this. It's going to update it so that new line has a count of 0. We're currently at 4. We should now be at 3, and we are. Two. Okay, maybe the problem is going to be this, because the first line now should be 0. And so now we have a range of, yeah, minus 1 and 0. Which it should never say it's contained, right? It's going to skip over that. Show 0 and 0, 2, which we're going to skip over that. One and 2, and it should contain that, and so now it does that. Okay, now we're at 2. We generate a 0. This first one was a 0, so it shows minus 1, 0, and that's not contained. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, well that's the next problem. The problem is that the range, it does what I did it to do, which is 0, 1, and then you could generate a 0. But what we really want to do is say if your line count, if your line count is greater than 0, then do this. Otherwise, just skip it. If line count is greater than 0, and actually let's be integer 0, then we actually do this. Well, it failed now. Oh, but the comparisons aren't right. Well, that's better. Big integer 0. Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. That's a big success there. You know, I'm not, it is a little scary because the test now is not considered to be, what's the word, finite. It could execute forever based on what you're giving as a random generator. What I really should do is somehow make random, you know, do an expected set of calls so that you actually stay within, but I don't ever, I guess I don't anticipate this test right now spinning off indefinitely. Like, what does it take right now? 3 milliseconds. You know, the problem is that you could end up just, you know, well, you're, okay, for this test, you're okay, because you don't have any defers or agains. And you're always going to be generating a number that will cause a line of code to execute every single time. So no matter what you do, you're always going to say, you know, the order of when they're going to be executed may be different each time, but the result will be exactly the same. And you're always going to execute, you're always going to generate a number that causes either line 0, line 1, or line 2 to execute. And exactly the number that they have here. So this is good. Initial test for execution engines execute pass now. And that is a perfect place to stop, because there's more that we need to test here. I mean, if I go here and I say test analyze code coverage all tests, yeah, it went up, which is good. And let's see, execute. We actually have 100% code coverage. Sweet. But we're not testing things like if you call defer within here. We need to do that next time, because you can see we're missing a call to defer. We also don't have complete coverage around the writer being null. I thought we did. Pesky little things. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's go back to doing release build, clean that, build it, run it, boom, and now let's do, come on, test, CA. Forgetting that test attribute there. That bumps it up a little bit more. And we're now back to just around defer. And we're missing one line in execute, but again, if this is where if you do debug and release builds, they will vary slightly. So I guess we're missing it on the in here. Maybe. I have no idea. But that's good. We're at a perfect stopping point right now. This is actually excellent. We got some more things to do, but we're getting closer. Better steps every time here, which is awesome. Lots of good progress being made here. I'm pretty happy. So I'm going to stop here. Next time we're going to get into testing defer. We're also going to implement again, because we haven't done that yet. And then I think we should be able to do some pseudo programs. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and leave your comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.